Home at last. First, I'm going to treat myself to a drink. And then I will listen to the 25 messages my charming editor has left for me. He sounds a bit miffed because I've only just got back from Indonesia. My excuses had better wait. He's already got a new job lined up for me. It's an important one by the sounds of it. Could be big for the magazine. I'd better not waste any time. Sure, a girl like me can find a new job really fast, but it still sounds like hassle I don't need. I'd best take the next flight to Berlin. I need to meet up with a Professor Hartmann. He heads up a research group at Humboldt University, and our magazine is one of the sponsors of his Africa expedition. It seems that our professor is hot on the trail of some scientific sensation out there. How often have I heard that shit? The sensation is usually some frothy bullshit that we can't even use to fill the summer news gap. Anyway, I'm clinging on to this job, which means I'm headed out to Africa with the professor at the next opportunity. I don't know exactly where we're going, so anything could be in store. And that is exactly what I love about this damn job. The Biological Institute. This is where I'm supposed to meet Professor Hartmann. The gate's locked.
Yes, can I help you?
Hello, my name is Peters. I've got an appointment with Professor Hartmann.
I'm sorry, but he's no longer in the building.
What? But he wanted to meet me here this evening.
According to our database, the professor is away on an expedition.
He's already set off? But I was supposed to be going with him.
Yes, well, not every department of this facility is as efficiently organized as the security department is.
Shit. My boss is gonna go bananas when he finds out I've missed this shot. What am I supposed to do now? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Do you know exactly when the professor jilted me?
Just a second. It looks like it was this morning.
Do you know where the professor was headed?
No, but you could ask his secretary.
Great. Where is she?
Frau Muller has already left for the weekend. She'll be back Monday morning.
Have you got her home number?
We do. But I couldn't possibly give out private staff details to members of the public. Be patient and come back Monday.
Patience is definitely not an option. No professor, no story. I need to find him as fast as I can. If I only knew where he was headed. Now I'm really in a jam. Could you perhaps pop along to Professor Hartmann's office and see if he's left a note for me?
If he had left you a note, then it would be here at reception, I'm sure.
Does Professor Hartmann have a cell number by any chance?
Doesn't look like it. We only have his office number here.
Could you perhaps imagine letting me into his office for just a mo?
If you'd like to know precisely, no, not in my wildest dreams. But I wish you a refreshing, stress-free weekend.
Same to you. With bells on. Looks like I'm gonna have to help myself. No gate stopped me before. I need to get into the professor's office to find out where he's gone. If I mess up this assignment, then that's my job out the window. The camera is covering the entire entrance. The doorman will be watching every move I make. Unfortunately, not all of the walls in Berlin got ripped down. I know Berlin punks are finding new body parts to punch holes in every day, but I think we've some years yet before all-over body piercing comes into fashion. Although, with that security camera there, perhaps I could upload the result to YouTube and set the trend. Who am I kidding? I'm no punk. Full to the brim with cartons and newspapers. No. Without a very, very good reason, I am not going to touch that. There's a notice from garbage collection stuck on the letterbox. According to this, the BSR collects the waste paper first. Then another truck comes for the bio-waste. The bulky stuff goes tomorrow. The waste paper collection's been and gone. A small rolled-up carpet. Has someone lost their faith? The first accessory for my sailboat. Now let's see what's in it. I always keep this photo on me. It's supposed to remind me what I'm grafting for every day. Fulfilling my childhood dream of owning a pretty little white sailboat. I never actually have a lot of cash on me. I'll just pick up the 2-euro coin and stick it in my sailboat piggy bank. That's for the locker at the airport where I've stashed my travel luggage. If I throw the carpet over the metal spikes, I can climb over the wall unscathed, but I'd end up in full view of the security camera. It's not gonna work as is. The curbstone is full of chalk marks. Kids? No idea if this is relevant at all. Bio-waste. Certainly the right color. Wow, that stings. Well, okay, but just this once. Where's it supposed to go? Sounds like a good plan. The Humboldt University Biological Institute. There's a notice from garbage collection stuck on the letterbox. According to this, the BSR collects the waste paper first. Then another truck comes for the bio-waste. The bulky stuff goes tomorrow. If I throw the carpet over the metal spikes, I could climb over easily enough. But then I'd be in full view of the security camera and the doorman would spot me. I need to find a better way. Now or never. Made it. Now I somehow have to get into the Institute and find Professor Hartman's office. Would seem to be the main entrance. Waltz into the building through the main entrance? The doorman would chuck me straight out. There's gotta be some more subtle way in there. A plastic box. That's what comes from leaving your tools lying around. Now, if that's not the most cutest abandoned rake. A poorly coiled hose. clamp is solid. I can't get the hose off. Freedom for garden hoses. The window on the upper floor is open. Low walls, okay. 2 stories? Nope. I'm not a world-class free climber. The gardener would appear to give the weekend a higher priority than tidying up his tools. Good man. The perfect entry assistance. Whoever said size doesn't matter was covering something up. This ladder, in particular, is way too short. That's a horse chestnut. It was Tree of the Year in 2005. How do I know that? It says so on the little sign. The sign is fastened to the tree with 4 screws. Nothing's gonna happen without some tools. Too big for the small screws. Too big for the small screws. The coin's a bit too thick to fit the screws. Who needs a bolt cutter when head shears can do the job just as well? I've cut through the chains. Unfolded, the ladder is certainly long enough, but it's too flimsy to put weight on. I'll tie the hose as tightly as I can to the rake. I'll push the rake through both legs of the ladder and secure the whole thing with the garden hose. That is a sturdy ladder. Well done, Sam. I think it works pretty well right there. I think it works pretty well right there. Climbing through windows. A real cat burglar me. And look, the coast is clear. That office belongs to a Dr. Fritz Schneider. That's Lieschen Muller's office. Professor Hartmann's office. Won't open. Forms and faculty notices. Not much interest to me. Nothing that I could use. A snack machine. Each of these little calorie bombs costs a cool $1.99. No dough, no go. You only live once. I'll take a bag of crackers. My snack, and 1 cent change. this old trick might actually work. Or then again, maybe not. The idea's right, but the plastic money didn't take the strain. And there it is, the exception to the rule. You don't always find something useful in waste bins. One step on the way to my first million. Spicy crackers. I'll hang on to this snack for later. The 1-cent coin is thin enough to unscrew it. Amazeballs! Ugh, I have sunk to a new low. That'll work. I'll bet my sailboat on it. Phew. Okay, Sam. Find the damn info on where our perfidious professor's gone off to. And then maybe, just maybe, you'll get your story, a pay rise, and that nice little sailboat you're dreaming of. Files with details of students' projects and the prof's expeditions. Maybe I'll find a clue here. The TUR projects. From algae to zygopetalum, there's everything a botanist's heart could desire here. The cliché that professors are not exactly neat freaks might well hold true, but surely this is taking it to the next level. Hartman really must have left in a hurry. There are some scraps of torn-up paper on the top. There's some torn-up paper on the top. I'll take a closer look. A ripped-up fax. Now let's see if I can put this back together. His expedition party sent him a fax. They've discovered some hitherto unknown species. Great, but where, for heaven's sake? Unfortunately, there's only a code here. GHN 7531. But maybe that'll help me further. The TUR projects. Professor Hartman's expedition is coded GHN 7531. These here are the wrong files. This file is marked GHN 7520 to GHN 7535. It ought to contain notes from the current expedition. Bingo. GHN 7531. The expedition has gone to Ghana, to Lake Bosumtwi. So what the hell are they looking for there? Lake Bosumtwi lies in the meteorite crater in Ghana's Ashanti region. It's 8 kilometers in diameter, about 80 meters deep, and doesn't have an outflow. The ecosystem and the lake are endemic, meaning there are lots of plant and animal varieties that are unique to that location. The priority is investigating the effects on the ecosystem of a massive meteorite strike. What's that on the fax? The expedition has discovered some previously unknown organism. If the story's big enough to pull the professor away with such short notice, perhaps it's big enough to buy me a boat. Let's hit the trail for Ghana and Lake Bosumtwi.